little town of Needles, California. Here's my sweetheart. Right on the 40. This is the little town that we live near for some of the months out of the year. And we'll do a video on the park that we go to. The Rite Aid and the 99-cent store are the big shopping centers of this town now. This town has suffered some economic grief in the past, I don't know, probably decade. Not really sure how long Needles has been going downhill, but there's some real nice folks that live here, and it's just a really strange little stopover on the 40. It's on Route 66 as well. There's some vintage things here. There's a lot of boarded up things like Ash Fork, and there's a lot of really nice things like in Lake Havasu. So it's just a strange mix. Main Street, pretty much the only place we drive through here. But there is a favorite little place of ours called the 19th Hole Bar and Grill, and it's a nice little place to get some fish and chips and a cold beer. I'll show you where that is. This building right here is absolutely beautiful, and it's really upkept. Theater. Never been to the Red Dog. Not real big drinkers, we just like to have a cold beer once in a while, so our favorite places tend to be ones that you can get something good to eat and a cold beer. There is a way for your RV to get through town, and that's that way, and it goes over the top of the railroad tracks. And before we got our Garmin RV GPS and we first rolled into town, our regular little GPS unit, what brand is that? Magellan. Didn't have any kind of RV setting, and so it led us to this little underpass right here, and of course we couldn't get through with our RV, And I'll show you the little spot that Mike managed to turn around that was just spectacular. Let me get going into this. Huh? Let's go. Right there. That is the parking lot. Mike turned around and right there, it was miraculous.
Wow. Workhorse chassis.
Tow dolly and our truck on the back. That was just spectacular. I couldn't believe it. I thought we were going to have to absolutely dismantle because our when the truck is on the dolly, it doesn't back up. Yeah, there's a lot of poverty here, but there's also a gated community right on the Colorado down here as well that's just entirely different. These little towns, I fear, are becoming more frequent that are boarded up, you know, except for the wealthier areas. It's kind of weird. It's scary, like in a sci-fi kind of way, right? This bridge coming up here goes right over the Colorado. Yeah. But we're going to turn right here and show you where the 19th Hole Bar and Grill is. There's billboards for it as you come through Fort Mojave from the north. And I'm not sure, is there billboards coming from the south anywhere? I don't know. There's lots of RV parks here. RV storage. We've seen that being on the Colorado is popular for a lot of people, a lot of different people. We absolutely love it ourselves, and we hope that that pollution that happened up in, I think, Colorado or something like that, it went into this large river that in the Navajo reservation, I guess. The Environmental Protection Agency caused a bunch of pollution from a gold mine to go into the river, and that river meets up with the Colorado, and that was all going to go through the Grand Canyon. So we hope that somehow it gets cleaned up before it arrives here. So a lovely little golf course here, and the community back here is just full of the most gorgeous little homes. And there's an RV park here that looks pretty nice too. Looks like there's a lot of empty spaces, a lot of spots maybe. And there's the 19th Hole Bar and Grill, and it doesn't look like much, but I tell you, they do have really cold beer. They have a Stella machine that keeps the beer at 28 degrees, and they've got a really nice view right down here to the Colorado. And this is a little public beach right here. There's the bar and grill right here. Outdoor seating as well. And a little lovely beach down here that you can swim and things like that. And so this golf course looks a little dry right now, but that's because it's just at the end of the hottest season. I don't even know how they keep it green at all. Probably that big reservoir in the middle, I don't know. And then there's a little private community down here I was going to take a little drive through Rio Buena Vista. I saw these little bungalow type, these little cottages from the road out there, and we discovered how to get back in here, and here it is. And we drove through and looked, and I think that the little bungalows start like this. They start out and with just a modular regular siding, and then I think they plaster, right, and make them all like these little stucco adobe looking things. And this row right here is all right on the river. You can see their little cute little gardens back there. There's just something about these cute little walkways to the water that remind me of both Los Angeles and there's a pool. Cute. And it reminds me of the coast kind of as well. Little packed together houses with just cute little walkways to the ocean. There were a couple back in here with a for sale sign. And there's a couple plots that are just the land where you can obviously bring in your own modular home and have it stuccoed to look like these. And they were just adorable, I thought. No public parking. Figure all the snowbirds come down and stay in their bungalow during the winter. These are so cute. Yeah, there's a for sale sign right up there. Almost every last one of them has a sun on it. Some kind of sun wall sculpture. There we go. Rick Medina, KW Realty. Hello. Street parking anytime. Show you the other side of these. There's water on the other side too that actually goes out to the Colorado. There's at those houses down there.
That's those houses.
I'm not sure what this large house is here, but it's way bigger than all of the rest. Maybe it's the office. I'm not sure. A couple of other larger ones here. Beautiful little golf course. This is the other side of those those little bungalows that we just filmed. That's what first alerted me to them, was just driving down here to see what was down here and seeing those across the way, and they just look like maybe you could rent them or something. Oh!
Sprinkler.
What was that?
Sprinkler.
Ah, sprinkler. Got us. I want to turn into this little area too, just for a little spin around the area. We didn't get it on film, honey. We didn't get it on camera, I should say. Colorado Shores. This is private property, no trespassing. However, we're not just trespassing. We're not just coming down here to hang out. This is someplace that we find just beautiful about the Needles area. There are some absolutely gorgeous homes down here.
Very nice.
And we just kind of wanted to
It's a little lagoon.
show it. Yeah, it does have its own little lagoon.
I believe that does meet up with the river.
Yeah, we think this meets up with the river down here. There's a pretty little park down here that you can put your boat into the water and get right out onto the Colorado. And I think this little cool Riviera meets up with it. Neat little docks right down on the water. Beautiful homes.
See, it goes over the bridge there.
Yeah.
I think it goes through the other park here.
There's a little mobile home park down here, and we have not looked at it. I don't know what it's even called.
It's Verde Estates.
It's what?
Verde Estates.
Verde Estates. Verde Estates. Verde Estates. and it looks like a lot of single and double wide mobile homes, maybe. I'm not sure if it's...
RVs too.
Is there RVs too?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay.
But it's gated.
Okay, you can't get in there. Very private.
Yeah, it does. It goes right on through there and comes out here.
Okay, that's right. The waterway does come through here.
Jack Smith Park.
Jack Smith Park. This is cool.
The Smith of the Jack.
Normally it costs $17 a day
$175 a year.
to come in here, but it's closed right now. And this is where a lot of folks come down to launch their boats. And it's just a beautiful little park. A little bit of music with it or something. There's the Colorado right there, looking pristine and beautiful. And here's the boat launch. I can't really see how it goes through to the other area though. It looks just like it doesn't.
No, it does.
It looked like it didn't. It looked like it just kind of stops there, but I don't know. I can't really tell.
I think it probably has a tunnel through there, or a pipe that you can't get to.
Yeah.
Probably river water.
Yeah, I would guess you can't actually boat through there, because then that wouldn't be very private. People could just drive their boats right up and look at homes and things, and I think people don't like that. They really want their homes private, and so I don't think you can. But I think it's the same water. I think a pipe must go through
Yeah,
because
it's river water.
yeah. So then you can launch your boat right from here and get right out onto the Colorado. This is absolutely beautiful, upkept little park. $17 a day seems pretty steep.
I think that's only if you want to park your boat trailer and all that.
Yeah.
Park use just to come dig around on the picnic tables is free.
It'd be interesting to see, but every time we come down here, the park is actually, the little house is actually closed, so I don't know.
It doesn't seem like anybody's paying anything to anyone.
And that's all on this little road that goes right past where the 19th hole bar and grill and the golf course and all that is. And it's just a really neat little portion of Needles that just says, it's not all a dump. For me, it's just neat to see it, even though these homes are so exclusive and private. It's just beautiful to view, right? It's been quite a lot of years since I played golf, but it would be nice to get back into doing such a thing. This side is just such a different look. Very industrial over there. See the train station from here. Yeah. Let's go down that road.
Train yards. To the train yards, yeah.
It looked like it goes through somewhere. But
See how it
this
could.
is beautiful.
Went over the train tracks.
Water's on full blast over here, filling this little pond.
Yeah. It's going somewhere there.
Yeah, huh? Look at that. Probably into the other little reservoirs here, I suppose.
Filling up the rest of the water traps.
It looks like they're totally getting ready.
Yeah, they are. Sprinklers are going constantly.
In anticipation of the snowbirds all coming back.
Season's almost ready to start.
Yeah. It's been kind of neat being here off season. Needles Marina RV Park.
Everything.
Neat.
Tents, cabins, RV, everything.
Yep. Everything is geared for RV people in this part of the world, in this part of the U.S. And it's kind of neat. In a month or so, we're going down to Quartzsite and selling our clothes down there. We'll have some fairy skirts for girls with some very sparkly, glittery kind of embroidery going on, and some lovely layered outfits for women, and some ponchos for both women and little girls and little boys too, so that when people want to buy something for their grandchildren, they've got something for the little boys too, because little boys gonna have some presents too. So look for us in Quartzsite. So we're just heading back through Needles here to the underpass, and this is where we first came into Needles, coming this direction north to south, and ran up right against this underpass right here.
We have the graduating class of
That's right.
2017 here.
The graduating class comes in and they block this all off while they do their graffiti, and that stays for a whole year. I think we got splashed, so our window's all dirty.
Yeah, sprinkler.
But the graffiti stays for an entire year until they graduate, and then the next class is ushered in, and they paint up the underpass there. This little bit of train, this caboose, this is where I did that one picture of some of our clothing, the tunic right there. There's some just really neat little areas of this town, right? Yeah.
We'll find out how much that is and put it on the notation.
Yeah, that is a cute, very cute little RV park down there.
Yeah, it is right by the river. That'd be awesome.
I'm gonna go ahead and cross the bridge here, cross the Colorado. And these homes over here are in a gated community on either side of the river here, and they all have these beautiful little boat launches.
Docks and beaches.
Yeah.
Whoa, look at
Yeah.
dude. Throw in some water.
I can't catch it.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
It's gonna pass under the bridge.
There we go. Yep, speedboat going by.
Humiditized.
Yep. So we can't just go driving back in there and take a look around.
It's an extremely simple concept.
Well, I guess you can, just set up your stuff to sell stuff anywhere you want, but we've never tried that.
Apparently so.
Huh?
Apparently so.
Yep. Oh, I want to show the train station too.
Friendly way.
Okay. I've gotten some jerky here from this fresh jerky place. It's very expensive and not that great.
I didn't really like it.
I got it because they have elk and venison, and I grew up with elk and venison hunting. Myself, my dad hunting, and making our own jerky, and it was just phenomenal. So I always expect that same level of phenomenal when I'm buying jerky, and nope, never happens. I did enjoy having some jerky though, I gotta say.
This is how you go if you have an RV. Get over the train tracks here instead of the little underpass.
There's this little cave thing up here where you can walk under the freeway, and it's just pitch black in there at night. I would just never, there's the regular neighborhood.
There's needles.
There's needles.
There's actual needles. Looks like on the other side of the freeway as well. Let's go into this underpass here.
It's the train station down there. We'll look at that a little more close up when we go out.
We've never gone here.
Nope. Never have. Never gone up over here. So this is our first time seeing this part of Needles too. Thanks, kids. That was nice. Kind of a dead end down there. Let's go that way. even sure where the post office is here. We just, like I said, we just don't really utilize this town an awful lot, except the Rite Aid and 99-cent store. The 99-cent store has quite a bit of groceries. They have a produce section. They have refrigerated and frozen stuff, and aisles and aisles of dry goods. That it's just not like a regular 99-cent store. Plus,
here's the elementary, here's the middle school, and there's the high school. All together.
Right. Plus, everything there isn't just 99 cents either. So this is a nice little cute neighborhood.
Yeah.
Looks like normal little bungalows you'd see anywhere. Looks like there's quite a bit of middle of the road area here. That must be the high school. We can't stress enough how glad we are that our children are grown now and they don't have children of their own yet. Just so not ready for that. Not ready for grandchildren yet.
City council chambers.
And our children, frankly, aren't ready for that. They're very young and just, ugh.
These are the city buildings.
Starting out their lives.
And county buildings. Looks like.
Oh, okay.
City council, county of San Bernardino, and a hospital.
Well, that sure brings it into focus. We are in California. We just always think we're in Arizona constantly.
Yeah. Seems like it.
Huh? An emergency facility.
There's the hospital. Colorado River Medical Center.
Social Security Administration. Right there. So if you're retired, that's where you go. Now these apartments over here look pretty nice.
Yeah.
Regional Senior Center. It looks absolutely empty.
Yep.
Bingo on Thursday nights. So.
That gave us to nowhere.
Oh.
Like
What's the name of this street?
Lily Hill Drive.
Lily Hill Drive and Bailey is where we just came out of. It's just such a different landscape than the Northwest, where we're from, Pacific Northwest. Well, these are cute. Must be little rentals. Terrace View Apartments, $3.99 move-in special. Really? Wow. That's pretty good pricing. Yeah. Homes down here. I gotta figure most of these folks living around here either have to work in Bullhead City or they're retired, because there really isn't a whole lot of places to work in Needles. There's just hardly any. And there is the Elks Club, where I've heard from RV or TV that you can stay
Yep.
Oh, and look,
Sites
there's
right
somebody staying right there.
Yeah, pedestals and everything.
Check that out.
Full hookups.
Wow. Well, there it is. If you belong to the Elks Club, you can stay there.
We're going over the freeway. Station-y kind of thing. I'm not sure exactly what it is now, but
It looked like they're redoing the traditional old train station into some sort of museum, I think. So, if you're coming in from the direction we first were coming in on. This is one of my favorite ways to drive when we're coming in. This cute little motel-y thingy. We didn't think anybody even stayed there, but we see cars there all the time. We see different people looking like they stayed, who were doing their Route 66 thing.
yep, this here is actually Route 66 as well. Old Route 66.
Old Route 66.
Pre-1930 Route 66.
And one of my favorite buildings in town is the train station down here. The actual train station you would use now is this building coming up right here on the right with the tile roof right here amongst all the trees. Amtrak station. But this is one of my favorite buildings, and if I had the money to purchase this building, yeah. It's just a very old looking building. Great big windows. I can only imagine that inside the light is just fantastic. But we saw a sign over there. It said they're redoing this into some kind of an attraction, probably a museum of some sort.
It was the Amtrak station.
Yeah, it definitely was the Amtrak station, but not anymore.
Had to downsize.
Yeah, I can imagine not being able to keep up that large building. I'm gonna do a U-ey and come back around.
U-ey?
A U-ey. A U-ey. Yeah, I wanted to just get that little area coming from the other side. So I'm not really sure where all these folks are going to that park every day and take the train, or not sure.
I think most of them are employees, railroad workers.
Ah, okay.
Driving the trains and doing the stuff.
Maybe this museum right here is moving over to here. It doesn't say what kind of an attraction this is being made into, but it's Route 66 roadside attraction. Just not sure what that is exactly. You can't go in, it's all locked up. there's always just tons of vehicles parked down here. Maybe
BNSF parking. These are train workers.
okay, so as far as people boarding and going places, I wonder if it's just kind of a way to get into Bullhead City to work. I'm not sure where the tracks go exactly.
These are east-west freight lines.
Oh, they are?
Yeah. Yeah, I never see an Amtrak down here. It's always container cars.
Right.
Always.
Yeah, I've never seen an Amtrak down here either. Of course, we're always together, so.